Ladies and gentlemen, the 2024 NFL playoff season is here. It is Super Wildcard Weekend this weekend, so I'm going to predict every game from the playoffs all the way to the Super Bowl. Who is going to win? It's an absolute lock. I would bet the house on it. Just kidding. Some of you guys may not even know. I'm a big NFL fan. I love the NFL. I've been a Colts fan since I was just a little guy growing up in Indiana. Big Colts fan. They haven't been good for a hot minute. They're not in these playoffs, but whatever. I know some football a little bit. I've been paying attention this year. So let's predict the NFL playoffs for 2024. Should we start with the AFC or the NFC, ladies and gentlemen? In the chat, I'm streaming right now. You guys don't know I stream sometimes. Imagine being a Colts fan. Shut the fuck up. Starting with the AFC. The first game this Saturday is going to be the Browns and the Texans. The Texans beat the fucking Colts to knock them out of the playoffs. I'm bitter. I'm not happy about that. I don't hate them. I think CJ Stroud is pretty good. Annoyingly, he's probably going to be a problem in the Colts division for a long time. Probably. But it's the playoffs. And in the playoffs, defense dominates. I think the Browns have a better defense. I think Joey fucking Flacco is going to, he's not going to break his hip. He's going to throw the ball. Oh, let's fix the camera a little bit. I think the Browns are going to win. We're going to pick the Browns. I like the Browns over the Texans. Don't know the score. Don't know the over-under. That's who I think is going to win. Next game, Saturday night, Dolphins and Chiefs. It's supposed to be below freezing in Kansas City. There's a cold snap coming in. A nice, fat, juicy, cold thing coming down from the northwest. It's going to be cold, potentially below freezing. Dolphins don't do good in frozen water, I think. I don't know their anatomy very well. But these Dolphins are from Miami, and they're going to be too cold to play. And I think the Chiefs are going to win. I think the Chiefs are going to win. I'm not a Dolphins believer. I'm sorry if you're a Dolphins fan. I think the Chiefs are going to win. I don't really have a reason other than it's going to be cold there, and I think the Chiefs are just they just know they've been there before. They know what they're doing. Andy Reid, Patrick Mahomes. I think they're going to do it. All right, next Sunday at noon, Bills versus Steelers. I don't even know what to talk about. It's the Bills. The Bills are going to win that game. I'm sorry if you're a Steelers fan. Your team's not that good. You made it to the playoffs. Congratulations. Here's your clap. You were not a real team. You were the reason that there shouldn't be a 7th seed in the playoffs. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. That's toxic. I'm kidding. You guys, you have Mike Tomlin. You have a decent defense. You have a fucking reindeer for a quarterback. I'm sorry. It's just not good enough. Josh Allen, he's a big, hulking, hot man. I kind of look like him a little bit, I think, maybe. I don't know if anybody feels that way. I think the Bills are going to win. That's probably going to be the most boring game of the weekend of the AFC. Next, Packers, Cowboys, Sunday at 3:30. Packers, everyone says they're looking good. They got Jordan Love, right? He's the next Aaron Rodgers, the next Brett Favre, right? He's pretty good, but I think the Cowboys are pretty damn good this year. The Cowboys are good. Like, the Cowboys have been good. I think this year they're very good. They've had some bad games. I think they're going to figure it out. I think they're going to get it done. I think the Cowboys by 2 touchdowns. That's my prediction for that game. You don't like it? You can suck it. Next game. Is it just going in order? It is. Very nice. All right. Rams, Lions. This is probably the best game from the weekend. This is probably going to be the most interesting game. Lions are really good this year. They got Jared Goff. Who's their running back? I don't know. Nobody knows. They don't even know. And they're the Lions, and they're from Detroit. And the Rams are not from Detroit. They're from Los Angeles, previously St. Louis, previously Los Angeles. They move around a lot. They're very fast, the Rams. They go back and forth between Los Angeles and St. Louis and Los Angeles super quickly. They have Matthew Stafford, who used to play for the Lions, and the Lions have Jared Goff, who used to play for the Rams. They made a trade, and then Stafford won a Super Bowl. The Lions have never won a Super Bowl ever in their life. And the Rams have a rookie wide receiver named Puka Nacua. It's Puka Nacua. It's fun to say, but I don't think they're going to win. I'm going to pick the Lions. Part of it is I think they're going to win, but it's such a close game. I'm not really sure. So I'm also going to double down on the Lions because I want them to win. So it's like, I think it's kind of 50-50, but I like the Lions, so I'll pick them. All right, next, Eagles and the Buccaneers. Baker Mayfield, back in the playoffs. He's a playoff quarterback. He's been there, Has he? Actually, I don't know. Did he make the playoffs with the Browns? I think he did one year, right? Didn't he? I think he did. He might have even won a game, I think. He might have even won a game. The Eagles, they were 1-5 in their last 6 games. The wheels are falling off. They're shit. Their defense, they can't stop nothing. Their defense is like shitty toilet paper when you're trying to wipe your ass. Your finger goes right through it. It just doesn't stop nothing. It's not good, is what I'm trying to say. I think they're overrated for sure, but I still think they're going to beat the Buccaneers. I don't think the Buccaneers are very good. They only were able to put up 9 points on the fucking Carolina Panthers. I don't see the Buccaneers winning the game, even though the Eagles are seemingly unraveling. Now we're on the divisional round. I will go in the same order that it went for the other one. Bills versus Kansas City Chiefs. Chiefs have had a rocky year. Their offense is kind of shitty. That Kadarius Toney guy or whatever, he'd be dropping passes. The Bills, I think the Bills are very good. I think Josh Allen, I think this is his year. I think he deserves something. I think the Bills are going to do it. I'm going to pick the Bills. I like the Bills over the Chiefs. That's going to be a fucking banger game to watch. It's going to be in Buffalo, right? It's going to be in Buffalo. I think I like the Bills. The Chiefs, though, they always have a chance. You got Andy Reid, you got Patrick Mahomes in the playoffs. The Chiefs are always good in that scenario. I think the Bills can get it done. I like the Bills. The Browns versus the Ravens. The Browns are a great story, right? They had Deshaun Watson. He was getting rub tugs all the time. That's what he loved to do more than football. And so they were like, we like that guy, and they traded for him and got him. And then he got hurt, I think, right? Is that what happened? And then randomly they're like, we fucking need someone. So they got Joe Flacco. And Joe Flacco has won them some games. But ultimately, I think I saw something about his stat lines. Joe Flacco in the last 4 games is like 13 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. Bro is just out there fucking slinging the ball. And hopefully his team catches it. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. I think the Browns are a good story. I don't think they're that good of a team. They have a decent defense, but you know who has a very good defense? The Baltimore Ravens. And they have Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson has some good receivers to throw to. And they have a good line. And I think it's the Ravens. I don't think that game will be close. I really don't. I think it'll be like a 31-13 kind of vibe, I think. This is a hell of a matchup over here. The Lions and the Cowboys. We already saw this a couple weeks ago in the season. The Lions were robbed because refs are stupid. The refs made a mistake and cost the Lions the game that they should have won. The Lions coach then doubled down to ruin the game by going for 2 again after a 5-yard penalty like a moron when he could have kicked a PAT and then still potentially won the game. I'm all for having confidence in your offense to get some points, but it's very different on a 2-point conversion from 2 yards than from 7. Big deal. I don't know. This one I really don't know. I genuinely don't know. I like either team. I don't hate the Cowboys. A lot of people hate the Cowboys. I don't think it's necessarily that people hate the Cowboys as much as they like watching Cowboys fans cry when they lose. Everybody knows a Cowboys fan, so it's funny when they lose. But I don't hate the Cowboys. I don't hate anything about them. I think they're pretty good. The Lions are also pretty good. Cowboys, I feel like we're dominating that game against the Lions, though, the whole game until the very end. I think the Cowboys made some mistakes in that game that would have otherwise made that game a blowout. I don't remember, though. I'm just kind of off my memory. I feel like they were like pretty much ahead that whole way, but they just didn't convert in a lot of places where they should have. I'm going to go with the Cowboys. I am now realizing that I think I'm just going like 1 and 2 seed all the way through here, huh? All right, Eagles, 49ers. I'm not that big on the 49ers. I don't get it. I don't get why I look at them and I don't understand why they're that good. I guess they have a very good defense. They have Christian McCaffrey. Brock Purdy, I don't know anything about. I've seen him play incredibly well, and then I saw him throw 4 picks one game when I really watched him. Who did they play in that game? You guys remember? What game did they throw 4 picks? Who did he play against? Oh, the Ravens. The Ravens, wasn't it? Wasn't it the Ravens? They looked fucking terrible against the Ravens. The Ravens fucking shit on them. So I don't know. I mean, I don't know why I'm debating this. I'm just thinking about how good I think the 49ers are. I think the 49ers are going to beat the Eagles. I think that's a fair assessment. I don't see the 49ers being as good as everyone else thinks they are. All right, anyway, back to the AFC championship game. Bills versus Ravens. Got a great defense in the Ravens. Lamar Jackson. We've got the Bills, who pretty much just have Josh Allen. I think the Ravens take it. I think it's like a 28-21 kind of score, like a 1-touchdown game with like kind of middle range of scoring. I think it's going to be like 28-20 or something. I think the Bills are going to kick a lot of field goals, but they're not going to be able to get in the end zone. That's what I think. I don't think they're going to be able to get in the end zone. I think the Ravens are going to score more. And therefore, when your team scores more than the other team, I think that team wins. We have the Cowboys versus 49ers. Man, I don't know. I don't want to just pick the number 1 seeds, but I don't know that the Cowboys, I don't know if the Cowboys can do it. The AFC, I feel very good about my picks. I think this is very accurate. This one obviously could flip-flop, but even if Kansas City were to win this game, I don't think they're beating Baltimore. I think Baltimore is significantly better than all of these teams. Significantly. And they've proven it because they've beaten half of them. On this side, though, I just don't know how good Dallas is. I don't know how good Detroit is. I don't know how good Philly is. And I don't know how good San Francisco is. Their record says they're good, but I don't really know that they're that good. It's going to be in San Francisco. I don't know if that matters that much. I think it's going to be San Francisco. This is so boring, though. This is what everybody's picking, but it makes the most sense. Baltimore is like a guaranteed. Baltimore, I mean, if they don't get in the Super Bowl this year, they blew it. They are far and away better than everybody. San Francisco seems like they should be better than these teams, and I think even if I had the Lions winning this game, I still think San Francisco beats the Lions. But the Super Bowl winner, Ravens versus 49ers, taking place in, I believe, Las Vegas this year. I'm not exactly excited about that Super Bowl. I just don't find the 49ers interesting to watch. Maybe I'll be proven wrong when I watch these playoffs. I think a much more interesting Super Bowl would be something like Ravens Cowboys, Ravens Lions, or Bills Cowboys, Bills Lions, Kansas City. I don't want to see Kansas City in another Super Bowl. I'm gonna be honest. You guys are getting kind of New England-y. Get the fuck out of here, all right? Well, you've had some fun. Take a couple years off. Oh yeah. Also, I personally know someone who plays for the Ravens. Chap in my chat just put it out. My boy KVN, Kyle Van Noy. He was Chap's partner, I think, in one of the Fortnite Pro-Ams. Super cool guy, gangster-ass linebacker. He's already got some Super Bowl rings. He's the homie. I think he's going to get another Super Bowl ring. Ravens over the 49ers. That is my NFL playoff predictions. Bias pick? No, genuinely, I think the Ravens are the best team far and away. I think the Ravens are better than every team in these playoffs by a significant margin. I think there's a lot of mediocre football happening with a lot of these teams. The Ravens ain't playing no mediocre football. The Ravens are playing good football. It seems on paper that the 49ers are playing good football, but I haven't really paid much attention to them this season, to be honest. I'm an AFC guy. I watch the Colts. You know, I don't know. I like the AFC better than the NFC. Yeah, I think that's it. I don't think there's anything here. I think there's a lot of change that could happen right here. I think the Rams could very easily win that game. I think the Rams or the Lions could very easily beat the Cowboys. But I don't think either of those three teams are beating San Francisco. Over here, I think these are pretty set in stone. I don't see the Texans winning. I don't see the Dolphins winning. I don't see the Steelers winning. I could see the Chiefs beating the Bills, but I don't see the Browns beating the Ravens, and I don't see the Chiefs or the Ravens or the Chiefs or the Bills beating the Ravens. That's it. That is my 2024 NFL playoff prediction. What do you guys think? Leave your comments down below what you think. Leave a like if you enjoyed and you guys want to see me do more of this kind of stuff. I like sports ball stuff sometimes. Chat. What do you guys think? W or L? And if it's an L, what did I get wrong? One of the two birds will win for sure. I do not think the Eagles have a fucking chance in snowball. Snowball's chance in hell. They say defense wins championship. The Eagles' defense is atrocious right now. They're terrible. They're very bad. The good defenses are the 49ers, the Cowboys, the Ravens, the Browns. That's about it. Those are the good defense in this in this playoffs. So therefore, those are the only teams I really think have a good shot. Chiefs? I guess the Chiefs do have a good defense, don't they? Their offense is so bad, though. You still need some offense. They just, I don't know, though. They can't fucking find a way to win, it seems. Yeah, this game could be a flip-flop. This game could be the Chiefs. I don't know. I guess I just want to see the Bills win it, but I think it could be the Chiefs. This is it. This is it. Locked in. This is it. The weakest part is right here and right here for sure. But there we go. All right. That is it. Leave a like if you enjoyed. That was fun. All right.